My two partners that bought the land, and they weren't too sure what they were going to do with it. And we showed up here one day to take one of their kids dirt bike riding, and looked out across the desert and said we should build a racetrack. We talk about, a lot of the areas, especially in Southern California, that we guys have taken old runways, old military runways, and anywhere that we are allowed to go run our cars and not get chased off, we seem to have been able to do it. And it just kind of fit. And here we are today, about 4.5 years later.
The best feature of the system, you get to stand up against them, point the guilty out when they become what they condemn.
Ed Bargy and myself spent a lot of time working on the racetrack, and I had some very specific things that I wanted to achieve. And Ed Bargy was great to work with. He never at any time said it has to be this way or I'm not going to do it. We spent a lot of time on the phone going back and forth, and some of the things that we really wanted to achieve was, we didn't want a parking lot. We didn't want areas that you ran in on somebody and it was a braking duel all the time to race. We wanted to achieve a racetrack that we could use product development, we could use for DE, and we can use for educational purposes, and we could still race on. And, so we took some things from some other places that we knew people liked, and we tried to expand on it and make it better. Everyone seems to love a banked corner, so we put one in that was bigger than what everywhere else. We checked with some of the sanctioning bodies, we found out what their max bankings were, and we built right to them. We kind of took a racer's mentality, but then a business model that said, how can we use it everywhere? So the track designer was great, though. He would say one thing he never fluctuated on or never veered from was safety. Community of the road racing people, I think, are starting to find us and realize that we're not out in the middle of nowhere. We're really in the middle of everywhere. When we got into this, we went ahead and looked at where it was and looked at surrounding areas. Being 3 hours from Phoenix and 3 hours from Vegas and 3 hours from LA, and 3 hours from San Diego and Orange County. We are smack dab in the middle of it. So product development or track days, it all just seems to fit.